let us start with the next problem of isometric, in which we are given the front view as well as the left hand side view. Observe that we are given the dimensions in the front view, which we call it as the width, and in the side view, which is the depth, and also the heights are given. We will have to interpret each of these lines correctly. First of all, if I look at this particular inclined line and this particular vertical line, then corresponding to this, that is going from this point up to this point, if we locate, then we find a line over here, and that means this particular portion which is over here, this should be interpreted as the thickness of 15. So far as these two circles are concerned, we can very well see that it is going to be a cylinder, and this inner circle will be obviously the hole in that particular cylinder. This dotted line over here is actually indicating the rib. And why is it dotted? Because of this portion, because we are going to look from the left hand side direction, and this particular portion is in between that rib and the direction of viewing. Ultimately this will not be visible, and so is becoming dotted. Then we have got this particular portion corresponding to this part which is shown here. We have got a projection which is coming like this, going till this point, which has got some circular part, and these lines are actually tangent to it. There are two squares which are shown, and corresponding to them you find that there is a dotted line over here corresponding to the bigger square, and a dotted line over here. That means both of them are actually the square holes. One is of depth 6, whereas the smaller square is of depth, which is full depth, 24. Once this interpretation is through, then we can go for the rough sketch of this particular object, which is going to be a very small sketch. We need not be wasting much time on the visualization of this object, and I am just making a sketch of the object where I am planning to show the details as they appear to me. There is some cylinder, so some cylindrical part is there having some thickness. So this is the cylindrical portion that you can imagine, which has got again a hole into it. Then there is some tangent to this cylindrical portion, and after that there is a vertical part. So this much portion can be easily imagined. Then, so this is related to this particular part and this part. Then this goes in slightly, and from there we have got a shape. If you look at this, there is a straight line up to the cylindrical part, and from there it's a shape like this, which is coming from behind, and there is a circular part to it, attached to it. It has got some thickness, and so this can be interpreted in this manner over here. This portion goes behind, and there is a rib as is seen in the picture, and some portion which is behind, and I cannot show it clearly in the visualization part of this particular object. So this portion which is going behind cannot be shown correctly. There is some curve, then a square hole which is not of the full depth, and there is another square hole which goes through. So we can imagine the object in this manner.